In the ever-evolving landscape of the British royal family, there are moments, quiet, fleeting moments, that reveal more about its future than any grand proclamation. Prince Lutz's latest appearance at the Princess of Wales's annual Together at Christmas Carol service was precisely such a moment. And as someone who has spent years observing the rhythm, symbolism, and subtle signals of royal life, I can say with confidence, this was a significant turning point in the young prince's public journey. Prince Lutz, who only recently turned 7, arrived at Westminster Abbey alongside his parents and siblings with an unexpected air of composure and maturity. The Wales family, impeccably coordinated in deep winter hues, presented a united front that immediately drew the eye. But it was Lewis, traditionally the most spirited and unpredictable of the trio, who captured the lasting attention of royal watchers. Only a year ago, Lewis was best known as the royal wildcard, the child who blew out Princess Charlotte's candle during the 2023 Carol service, the cheeky scene stealer at the Platinum Jubilee, and the source of countless memes thanks to his animated expressions at Trooping the Color. His natural exuberance endeared him to the public, painting him as the relatable, mischievous youngest child. Yet on December 5th, something had shifted. Standing beside Princess Charlotte, who is 3 years his senior, Lewis appeared far closer in height than in previous years, a visual reminder of just how rapidly childhood unfolds. From a commentator's standpoint, this shift is more than a matter of inches. Height, particularly in royal children, often becomes a symbolic indicator of maturation, an outward reflection of inner growth. Lewis's taller frame, now more elongated and defined, gives him a presence that feels noticeably older than his 7 years. In photographs taken outside Westminster Abbey, you can see how Prince Lutz now stands nearly eye-to-eye with Princess Charlotte, a striking change from previous years. Even beside Prince George, who is 12, Lewis seems to be narrowing the gap with surprising speed. His height has become a visual marker of his transformation, signaling that he is quietly stepping into a new stage of confidence and independence. From the moment he stepped out in a classic navy suit, a miniature echo of his father and brother, Lewis displayed a new sense of self-awareness. His posture was straighter. His steps were more measured. Even his small, instinctive gestures, such as brushing his hair into place, carried a sense of growing confidence. The transformation was subtle, yet unmistakable. Inside the Abbey, where the event's theme celebrated love in all its forms, Lewis participated in a way that demonstrated both respect for the occasion and an emerging understanding of his role within these cherished traditions. Watching him affix his handwritten name to the connection tree, a symbol of unity and reflection, I couldn't help but note the quiet pride in his expression. His handwriting, surprisingly mature for a 7-year-old, offered a rare glimpse into his personal development. To seasoned royal observers, these tiny details speak volumes. What struck me most, however, was Lewis's emotional connection with his family, particularly with the Princess of Wales. At one point during the service, he shared a tender moment with his mother, one of those barely noticeable interactions that reveal the genuine warmth within the Wales household. Catherine, who has always prioritized grounding her children in normalcy, appeared deeply moved by her youngest son's poise. And who could blame her? Every parent knows that growth comes not in sweeping milestones, but in these quiet revelations of character. The young prince's note for the kindness tree, "Thank you to Granny and Grandpa because they have played games with me," reflects something equally important: gratitude. In a world where royal children are closely watched, carefully guided, and often filmed before they fully understand why, gratitude is an anchor. It reveals that Lewis is not simply maturing outwardly. He is developing emotionally, becoming more aware of the relationships that shape him. Of course, Lewis remains very much a child. He still jumps on his trampoline, hides conkers in his bedroom, and adores teasing his siblings. But during this year's Together at Christmas service, he showed that he is beginning to bridge the delicate gap between childhood innocence and early royal responsibility. He is learning, observing, absorbing, and slowly, gracefully growing. It is important to remember that Lewis is not destined for the heavy burden of kingship, nor is he expected to shoulder full-time royal duties in the foreseeable future. His parents have been deliberate and protective, ensuring that he experiences freedom, curiosity, and joy before duty ever comes calling. Yet moments like these remind us that the monarchy's strength lies in the continuity embodied by its youngest members. Prince Lutz may not yet grasp the significance of these public appearances, but watching him, steady, respectful, and quietly radiant, it is clear that he is beginning to step into his place within the family's larger story. And for those of us who study the royal narrative year after year, this was more than a charming holiday sighting. It was a glimpse of the future,